Alright, so Michigan just landed a huge commitment from the 2025 4-star top 100 receiver Andrew Marsh. Gonna be going over everything you guys need to know about him, what he brings to Michigan, and boy, Michigan is getting a very talented receiver. So let's go ahead and get right into it here. Andrew Marsh goes to Katy Jordan High School in the state of Texas. He's a 6'1", 178-pound wide receiver who is ranked 63rd nationally right now on 24/7 Sports composite rankings, ranked as the number 9th wide receiver in the class, and even ranked that high and ranked as the number 9th wide receiver in the class. He could be underrated, and when you watch his highlights, it just stands out to you. Now, Andrew Marsh, he chose Michigan over his finalist of Washington, Colorado, Texas, and USC, and decided to make his decision honoring his father, who sadly passed away 10 years ago. He was planning to commit on Veterans Day in honor of his dad's military service, but decided to move it up and commit on his birthday. And all signs are pointing towards Michigan in this one. You know, they had multiple crystal ball predictions going in their favor, multiple on-3 predictions. He visited Michigan multiple times, and he just has, you know, a really good relationship with the coaching staff, with wide receivers coach Ron Bellamy. He did a phenomenal job, you know, building that relationship with Marsh, and ultimately Michigan just really stood out to Andrew Marsh. Now, he isn't the tallest receiver, but he can go up and get the ball. He also seems to be a yak machine, you know, getting yards after the catch, and he can also just make things happen when it seems like there's nothing. He makes something out of nothing. And even Gabe Brooks, 24/7 Sports scouting analyst, evaluated him in a scouting report. He said he's explosive, productive receiver with a lean, wiry, strong build and an impressive athletic markers in high jump, vertical, and broad jump categories. Frequent big play merchant thanks largely to slippery strength and athleticism in run after catch situations. Above average route leveraging for this stage of development, and finds ways to slip multiple defenders with unique deceleration and acceleration acumen combined with balance and body control. A high major receiver prospect who could develop into an impact player with legitimate long-term NFL draft upside. Now, he also competes in track and field. As a junior, he high jumped a 6'4". Then as a sophomore, he ran a 400-meter times of 50.50 and 50.56. During his 2023 season, he caught 65 passes for 1,158 yards and 15 touchdowns as a junior. During the 2022 season as a sophomore, he finished with 53 receptions for 845 yards and 11 touchdowns. And in 2021 as a freshman, he had 31 catches for 411 yards and 5 touchdowns. So as you can see, a very talented, athletic receiver. Now, Andrew Marsh, he talked with Sam Webb of the Michigan Insider, and he said, talking about what he would compare himself to, he said, "I would say you could compare me to a Megatron, Justin Jefferson, DeAndre Hopkins kind of guy. So whenever you watch me play, I'm just somebody that could play all around the field, really get open on most routes and create separation. And with the ball in my hands, I feel like I'm even more dangerous. I'm a threat to get yards after the catch and really make an explosive play for the team. I'm also someone who's really crafty with their routes. And I would say another big point of my game is really just the way I catch the ball and attack the ball, like my catch radius and stuff like that." Now, Marsh did talk about Michigan to E.G. Holland of the Wolverine about, you know, his visits. He said, "What really made it different from some of the other visits was the freedom. Also, some of the messages they gave me were that it's a winning program. It's somewhere where they'll get you to the next level, and they are changing some things and getting more explosive in the passing game." And I said, you know, for me, it's about going somewhere that's going to push me educationally. I really want to get into real estate, entrepreneurship, and business, and I want a fair chance to play early, really just get developed and get to the league. Michigan checks off all those boxes for him. And we have talked about it before with Kirk Campbell as the offensive coordinator. It's going to be interesting to see how Michigan goes about, you know, potentially opening up their offense and passing the ball a little bit more, as when Kirk Campbell was the offensive coordinator in the game against East Carolina, they did, you know, throw the ball more, but obviously, you know, they're going to do what they have to do to win games. Sharon Moore knows that. In Michigan, they're always going to have I would think for Sherrod Moore, as long as he is here, Michigan's always going to have a good offensive line and should have good running backs with a good running game. But Andrew Marsh, a huge pickup for Michigan in the 2025 class. It is the second wide receiver commit in the 2025 class. Obviously, we had Philip Wright. He decommitted, flipped to LSU, but Michigan also has the 4-star 6'3" receiver Jacob Washington. I do think Michigan will, go after other wide receivers in the 2025 class, as the 5-star receiver Jerome Miles did cut his list down to 5 schools. So he'll be choosing between Georgia, Ohio State, Texas A&M, USC, and Utah. So he cut Michigan out of its top 5, which obviously sucks. It was going to be really hard to land him either way, and obviously Utah is the in-state school, so always going to be tough to beat them. And I would say just getting at least one more receiver in the 2025 class would be good for Michigan. But getting Andrew Marsh, the 4-star top 100 receiver, is a very nice start, a very good pickup, and should be a very good receiver here at Michigan. Let me know what you guys think about this pickup. But with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. Other than that, hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.